If you know me, you know that I like listening to full albums rather than just a few select songs. And sometimes that can be kind of hard. People don't want to listen to the whole thing. We just want the hits. But what if I told you there are records out there where every song is a hit? Well, today we're counting down the top 5 banger albums. No skips here. Every track should be a top 100 Billboard chart contender. It could have been a contender. First up, we got the Zombies, Odessey and Oracle. Look at that cover. Very colorful, very awesome. Now, you might recognize this first song from that Belvita ad in front of all the YouTube videos.
Good morning to you, I hope you're feeling better, baby. Thinking of me while you are far away.
It's pretty fucking dry. Oh, look at this, look at this. It's a, you can't see because it's blurry, but it says 4 breakfast biscuits. Hey, yo, this is a biscuit. This is a cracker. Fucking Belvita, man. Get the fuck out of here.
And let me try with pleasured hands to take you in the sun to promised lands, to show you everyone it's the time of the season for loving.
Couple fun facts about this song. It wasn't a big hit when it first came out in the UK, but then when they played it for American audiences, we ate that shit up. But funny enough, it was the song that basically kind of broke up the band. They were arguing over how the vocals should be done. And I think they turned out great, but you know, sometimes bands break up. That's what happens. It's a sad reality. It's kind of a shame because like this is like their biggest album, and then they just stopped afterwards. And they had some reunions, but you know, reunions aren't that cool because they're old now. But in any case, you all know that song. You get it. You've heard it a million times on the radio. But have you heard these songs?
The warmth of your love's like the warmth from the sun. Now be careful if I love her. Ooh, I'll be often gone.
And I want to end it off by showing you my favorite song of the album, Friends of Mine.
And when I'm with her, she talks about you, the things that you say, the things that you do.
I like this song a lot because there's a lot of tunes out there that talk about jealousy or wishing they had somebody to love, but this song is about being happy to see other people in love because it's a beautiful thing. Some of the most beautiful and catchiest melodies ever recorded. It just sounds so sweet and quaint. Does that make sense? That doesn't make sense. Stevie Wonder, Talking Book. And you can't see it, but there's Braille right here. Because, you know, y'all know the hit from this one. If you know this one more than you know the Zombies hit. All right. Y'all ready?
When you believe in things that you don't understand and you suffer, superstition ain't the way. Yeah.
All right. We get it. We know it's a good song. But let's listen to the other song. Okay, what's really cool is if you listen to the album version of Superstitious, it leads into the next song. Check it.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. My name is Big Brother. The tenderness that's in my kiss, then you got it bad, girl. Maybe your baby done made some other plan.
And we'll end it off with my favorite song on the album, You and I.
You and I.
Absolutely magical. Stevie Wonder is a genius. He's a musical genius. And like, here's one of his albums. This is the first of the 4 like big 4 that he did, and they like all won Grammys and stuff. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna check that. Yeah, 3 awards at the 1974 Grammys. So check that out. All right. Next we have Earl. Eat a biscuit after that shit. All right. What a roller coaster of a song. This is the first song on the album. I think that one might be my favorite. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Who's Earl? You don't know Earl? Come on, they're the only most rockinest band around. Like, you know all these other obscure bands like Slint, but you don't know Earl? Come on, they're legends. Legends! Earl is a band from Denton, Texas, and they came up to Tulsa and played a show at Sound Pony. And I went to that show, and it was a blast. So much so that I just had to buy a t-shirt. So after the show, I went to the merch booth, and at the time it was Bailey who was manning it. Actually, there they are right there. There's Bailey, that's Ariel, and that's Stephanie. And they have a new member, but... Whoa, you see, movie magic. There they are. So I go up to Bailey, and I'm like, hey, that was a wicked awesome show. You are a sick drummer. I have to have a shirt. She's like, hell yeah. What size are you? I'm like, a medium? She begins to look me up and down. She gives me the elevator eyes, and she's like, I think you need a small. I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, it's a slim-fitted t-shirt, and I think you'll wear it well. And Bailey, you were absolutely right. That was my favorite shirt. It was amazing. Well, was? What do you mean? Aren't you wearing it right now? No, because the story isn't finished. I accidentally washed that shirt with the red hoodie, and it became like this peach color, which is actually pretty nice, but I missed the cream color that it was. And then somebody borrowed it and never gave it back. So then I had to go to a second show in Tulsa. They played at the Yeti, which is gone now. People were doing coke in the bathroom. Everybody knew it, but I guess maybe that was that the reason why they actually shut down? That's what people were saying. Well, they were doing coke in the bathroom. It's like they were always doing coke in the bathroom. But anyways, I bought a second shirt from Ariel this time, and she's like, "Oh, I'll knock off $5 since like it's a not as good quality as the first batch." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, awesome. There you go." And here we are. But I still miss that shirt. Rest in peace. But anyways, after an explosive beginning like that, what could come next? I love this guitar tone coming up right here. And we'll end it off with probably their catchiest song, Take a Shot. That's Pearl Earl. I told you they were the most rockinest band of all time. Getting the number 3 spot on our list. Beating out other records by like the Beatles and Jimi Hendrix. Huh? Yeah. Pearl Earl is their album is a better banger album than those records. So, what do you think about that, huh? So get on that Pearl Earl train. Also, Pearl Earl, if you're wondering, you are actually next to Frampton Comes Alive on my record collection, because I do it by first name, so Peter Frampton. And you know what they say, you ain't got a record collection until you have Frampton Comes Alive. You know, and now you ain't got a record collection unless you got Pearl Earl self-titled, baby. You know what? Actually? Turn off the video, because you ain't ready. Iron Butterfly, In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, your dad's favorite band. The hit song that everybody knows from this one, In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida.
In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, honey. Don't you know that I'm loving you?
Now this song is a 16-minute jam. Or 17-minute, something like that. So I ain't gonna ruin it for you. You gotta listen to it for yourself. But let's listen to the other songs.
I wanna tell you I love you.
And the last song I'll show you is the first song, Most Anything You Want. This track is killer. Okay, alright. Settle down, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the number 1 spot on our list. And you know who's gonna take it? The man, the myth, the legend himself. Snoop Doggy Dog. Dude, every song on this album bumps so hard. Laid back.
With my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
Classic song. Everybody loves that one. And this album is actually full of radio hits. And we're gonna listen to them.
Everybody's got to hear that shit on W Balls, W Balls, W Balls.
Yeah, this is another story about dogs. Was a dog?
Cause I'm Snoop Doggy, Doggy, Doggy.
My name is Snoop.
Alright, Snoop. What you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a motherfucking hustler. You better ask somebody.
And so we're gonna end it off with the last song on the album and my favorite, Pum Pum. It's probably the most badass thing ever. I love gangsta rap because, like, it's like they say, it's not gangsta rap, it's reality rap. It's Snoop. Like, what are you gonna say? He's not cool? And that's the top 5 banger albums. And remember that it's not just my opinion; it's the definitive list. So, you know, you know that they're good. So you go listen to them and have a fun time. You can show your friends. They'll think you're a really cool cat for showing them the dog.